A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. Tis said there is an illness spores can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
Indeed. Surely we've time for a short kip ere we continue on our merry way.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
'Tis a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
I see it as a glad thing. We are well poised to supplement each other's strengths.
By your command, Arisen. Here we go again.
I don't suppose begging for a reprieve would get us far with one of this lot.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt this triumph will spur us into the next.
I must confess.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
Yon chest lies just beyond our reach.
We must find a way over to it. It would be torture to...
Oi, you there! If you're fit to fight, give us a hand. Right, send us your aid. Scatter the goblin!
Aye. Is there aught you require, sir?
You've a strong arm. The goblins are well routed. You have my thanks. 'Twas a simple patrol mission, till we walked into their ambush. Those cursed things caught us entirely unawares. I don't know where we'd be if you hadn't come along. I pray you'll let me repay the favour, if e'er there's a chance.
I'll go and open the chest.
I dare say, we could sell this for a fair amount of gold.
Deeper pockets make for shallower troubles, they say.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use. I feared we might never escape that place.
If I were meant to spend my days in darkness, I'd have been born a mole.
I quite agree.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive every battle by way of sound strategy and defensive tactics. I shall do as you say. A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
What are you doing? We've not been given leave to rest yet.
I'm well aware of that, thank you.
Have you taken leave of your senses, Arisen?
You wouldn't want to fall from this height.
just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location?
Yon chest is in a place not easily accessed.
I can divine no way to reach it.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
'Tis a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
Let us utilize our individual strengths wherever possible.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I'm up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit, lest all that vim go to waste.
One never can have too many of these.
What say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter? No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
At once, Master.
Making our report ought to be our next priority. With this, the weapons we sought are all accounted for. Shall we present them to Sir Klaus? If you wish to meet with this person, I would gladly lead the way.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on. Let us be sure to use what we gather, lest it amount to no more than a weight in our packs.
Water is nigh invisible in this gloom. No few times has an overconfident step soaked my boots.
I dare say that's part and parcel of the adventurous trade.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it? Out of the cave at last.
If I were meant to spend my days in darkness, I'd have been born a mole.
Indeed, you are correct. As a matter of fact, one master I served was quite the carefree soul, shunning armor in all its forms.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Over here, if you please. Hear that thundering gate? It is a cyclops.
Lightning is its weakness, and our strength.
Well done.
Focus your strength, Arisen!
confidence and cooperation gave us an edge against our foe.
Considering the might of our combined experience, what other outcome could there have been?
Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Oh-ho! You have procured an archer staff, I see. Most excellent. You may now change your vocation to sorcerer, if it pleases you, sir. However, if you wish to register as a warrior instead, you will need to...
Oh, what does this say?
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Marvelous! You have acquired both an archer staff and a greatsword. You may now change your vocation as desired, sir. What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our...
A moment long awaited. I knew 'twas...
Have you come to be curious of... While 'tis admirable to devote, particularly if you are eligible for a special vocation, heretofore unseen opportunities of exciting potential. Do come again.
Fancy a look at my wares?
Some haste.
Oi there, friend. Care to help a fellow out? All I ask is that you hear my request. What have you got to lose? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melve again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melve. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day. And mind you don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see, in case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard. Then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to...
Right, let's get this delivered.
Got to work if I'm to put bread on the table.
I wonder
I've got to
who's
first
alone. Check the
There's
wheels.
another ARGB too.
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
My bed calls and I shan't resist. This may require a delicate...
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
We're setting out. Jump on if you're paid.
Wearing armor all day.
We forget it's not a mission.
Some might find cleaning tedious. Not I.
Too much excitement. Lots to do. Really had precious somehow
Wonder if there's...
Then I shall remain by your side.
Still too early to set out.
This town must
We're waiting on them.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
I'll have an early supper.
Time and check. I'll pull up my shoulders.
Twas a bumpy ride, but we've arrived all the same.
There are worse ways to travel, I suppose.
Where are you going?
Hail, if you've a moment to spare, I'd like a word. As you can see, we're rebuilding, a task that can always benefit from another pair of hands. What say you? Would you be willing to help? Excellent. You're a good sort. I'll not soon forget this. Here's what I need from you. A bask of saurians has made their nest outside the village, though they're yet to cause any... I'd like to enlist your aid in driving them away. I've prepared some explosive casks and left them by the village entrance. Use them to send the saurians scattering.
Saurians are monsters of fear.
Aye, what can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? It is a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now...
Shall we report back now?
Time to get back to work.
I'm in fine fettle. What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
We are none of us alike in vocation.
It is a tad inconvenient that we can't share equipment.
At the end of the day, our Saurian!
Fire won't do much good here. Best try a different tack.
I'll combine my magic with yours, but you might cast the spell more quickly. One of us, ready? Fascinating way to end the foe. This will serve for a fine tale when I rejoin my master beyond the rift. Unbelievable!
I must admit that it feels wonderful to trust through.
That Lady Margaret's a kindly sort. Well, that appears to have sent some of the beasts reeling, at least. To finish the job, I'd have you drop a jar of poison into their nest. With any luck, the Saurians will realize that they chose a perilous spot and steer clear of the village boundary in future. But pray, take care not to drop it in the river. The villagers use that water on a daily basis. You must make sure your aim is true. Are we clear? Good. You'll find the jars of poison just outside the village. Toss one into the Saurian's nest, and your task is done.
A single jar of poison ought to send those Saurians packing. Only, do be mindful not to spill any on yourself, Master.
It's this way.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you. Well done, Master. Those Saurians shan't dare approach the village for some time, thanks to your efforts.
Such moments make me proud to serve the Arisen.
It's this way. On all sides.
You've done as I asked, I see. And I must say, you've a fine arm. I couldn't have done better myself. Watching you got me thinking. Mayhap you've the sense to inherit the skills I possess. Or perhaps 'tis a little early for such talk. In any event, thanks to the work you've done for us today, the rebuilding efforts ought to proceed apace. And for that, I'm grateful.
Never for a moment did I doubt you'd grow stronger. A resounding...
You've my gratitude for... That Lady Margaret's a cunt. You've my gratitude for the work you've done for us this...
We have yet more locations to attend to. I say we start with the location nearest us. We have a world of effort. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
Protect the shipment! Steal your cover! Cut the teams down! Don't let them touch the shipment! I thank you for coming to our aid. That was a tight spot you saved us from. And what luck! Nary a scratch on the wares to show for it.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
An abandoned campsite, just waiting to be claimed.
Better to rest while we're here than lament our weariness later. Shoppers! Seems there's no escaping them!
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Are we all in the same boat?
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to...
How are we to get through this wall? We've more places to go, yes? Then let us be off. I shall guide us to our nearest destination. We were to make for our village, as I recall. Did your path? I like that! Thank you, Master. I only hope I did not disappoint you. You see, this is the problem. There's no debilitation, but curative There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
At least I can go with my head held high.
Fine. Should have set me sights lower.
If we're to destroy this, it will have to be from the other side.
Forgive me if I do not jump for joy.
As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain.
We might kill two birds with one stone, or focus on our current objective. Both choices have merit.
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melv? Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and...
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
It is as you say.
Oh dear. What am I to do?
Hey. But I've got the coin, I swear it. I simply just...
Where is it then, eh? Bring the coin, all of it, or I'll call...
The lad seemed rather ignorant of the world. Hasn't had anyone...
Well met, sir. Forgive my presumption, but were you the one who gave my granddaughter that medicine in Melv? I thought so. She's not stopped talking of her adventure since she arrived home. You have my sincerest. That girl's always running off on some fool's errand or other. For all my chiding. Once she gets an idea under her bonnet, there's simply no talking her out of it. Now listen, 'tisn't much, but I'd fain offer you a discount on my wares.
This way, if you please.
I've brought you a gift. Will you accept it?
Welcome and well met. Don't think I've forgotten your discount now. I'll knock a few gold pieces off aught you buy. So spend away, my good sir. Do come again.
Oh, 'tis you. You're a welcome sight. Forgive my boldness, but I've a small favor to ask of you. Would you be willing to lend me some gold? I swear you'll be repaid in full. A trinket in yon shop caught. Alas, 'twould seem I do not have the coin on hand to purchase it. I can certainly procure the gold later, but by then, the box might be gone. If you'd be kind enough to lend me the amount I need, I would repay every last coin.
Over here!
Yes? Is there aught I can do for you? Or could it be that you've reconsidered my request? You bought it for me! Thank you. I'll treasure this. You're a kind soul. Pray, let me return the favor someday.
He spoke of returning the favor. But what could a lad of his age possibly muster?
Gather round, gather round.